lot of world champions. You have a big stable of fighters, Robert. I don't know in particular, do you train any heavyweight fighters?
I don't train any heavyweight fighters. I trained Mike Perez when he was fighting at heavyweight. I think he came down to cruiserweight now. But Mike Perez, a Cuban, I trained him for like 2 fights. But it's difficult.
Yes,
I prefer not to. I prefer not to. It's difficult. It gets a little awkward also. So I prefer not to. I'm better off. I love training, even though my dad and a lot of people tell me, sometimes, you might be wasting your time because I like training bantamweights, flyweights. I have like 4 108 pounders, 112 pounders. Some people tell me, those guys, they make no money. They make, nobody wants to see them fight. TV doesn't want to see them. I said, I don't care. There's world titles for them too. They could become world champions. I like training, younger guys. I really focus on my guys that turn pro under my guidance, and then one day become world champions. That's the best thing for me.
Awesome. Now I just want to clarify: is it just because of the size of these type of fighters? The heavyweights, they're way bigger. It's kind of tough to conform to how they punch and whatnot.
It's not about how they punch, and they are big, and it is a little uncomfortable. It's like me working with you. It's hard to hold mitts and stuff like that. But it's also the type of training I'm used to doing is, it's not the same for a heavyweight than it is for a lightweight. My guys, all the group that I have is, like I said, from 105 pounds to 140. So they all run together. They all have to compete against each other. And yes, we have faster ones than others, but we push them all the same. When it comes to training in the gym, sparring, bag work, they got to train hard. With heavyweights, I learned with Mike Perez is they can't run the same as much, or they can't do the same work that they do. So for me, it's like I'm not doing my job. So I'd rather stay away from that, because I would have to maybe be guided by the fighter himself.
Yeah, you would compromise your training.
Where he tells me, I'm too big, so I can't run that much. I'm too big, so I can't spar that many rounds. So for me, it's like I'm not doing my job. I'd rather keep it where, with all my group that I have from, like I said, from flyweight to junior welterweights. That's my main. That's where my team is at.